What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Cataclysm Classic video for you. Now today we're going to be talking about a professions video, so it's not going to be purely gold making, even though skilling up professions and having professions at max skill is definitely helping me make a lot of gold, and by using the tool we're going to talk about today you can save a lot of gold while skilling up your professions. Instead of going online to find a guide then having to manually buy everything, we have a brand new tool that is basically calculating the cheapest way for you to skill up, and you can also gauge the price based on TSM prices to find out how much this will cost you before going into it. That way you can think about what you want to use the profession for and whether or not it's worth skilling up for you. As an example, let's say you can make 10,000 gold by having engineering at max skill, but it costs you 30,000 gold to get there, in which case spending 30k to make 10k might not be the best option for you. That being said, I am for example making 250 gold every single day with alchemy, and this website, based on TSM prices, is telling me that it costs me 750 gold to skill up alchemy from 450 to 525 skill. That means that I make my gold back in 3 days, and then we start making profit. Now, I do want to say a massive shout to Scotty J for finding this. I think I found it out through his video. He made a video on this tool as well, and I want to further the message by showing it to you guys as well. Now, what I'm talking about today is a brand new website. Well, I don't know how brand new it is, but I haven't seen it before. It's called gaming.tools, and they have guides for Dragonflight, Cataclysm, and even Classic era. And the thing is, for example for me here, all you have to do is put in your region, your realm, your faction, then how much skill level you want to go from. So for example, from 450 to 525, if you want to go all the way from 1 skill point as well, you can just do this, and then it will calculate the costs to go all the way from 1 to max skill, which as you can see by me scrolling down here, we get a total cost number. So it will cost me 1.5k in total to go from nothing to max, but I have most of my alchemist at 450 for example, so putting that in, it will now show us 661 gold spent. And the thing is, it will also tell you what to craft and when to craft. So for example, from 415 to 457 you will craft a Draught of War, 457 to 416 ghost elixirs, then volcanic potions, and it will give you a whole roadmap of what to do, when to do it, how many things to craft. You can see numbers of crafts here as well, so 39, 5, 5, 5. It will tell you exactly how much it costs. It will tell you the source of the item you're crafting, if it's a trainer, recipe, open world, stuff like that, and the total cost individually for which items you're making. It's super detailed, super in-depth, and super easy to follow. And the thing is, after seeing this, you can also go to the shopping list and buy out everything. As you can see here, they give you the total cost, the cost per item, and exactly how many you need of each item. It's super easy to follow, super good, and to be fair, it's just really nice. And once again, I have an alchemy alt army, as I call it, where I have 10 alchemists. I've only skilled up 4 of them so far, but after seeing this, I'm definitely going to do the next 6 as well, because 661 gold, you make most of it back by selling the flasks, the potions, and the transmutes you're making while skilling up. So even though it costs me 661 gold to skill up, I make most of that back. Sometimes you even make a profit while skilling up. And worst case scenario, I lose a couple hundred gold, but I'm making 250 gold every single day anyway by doing my daily transmutes. So if you're like me and you have a couple of professions you still have to skill up, then this is definitely a really good website and a tool to use for that purpose. I use it for alchemy, but you can use it for pretty much anything you want to skill up. For example, let's say you want to do something else. You go up here to Cataclysm Classic, and you can go for, I have a tailor for example. Let's find out how much that will cost me to skill up. So Cataclysm Classic tailoring leveling guide, we're going to go once again for EU, and go for Private Village, go for the Alliance side. Skilling up tailoring from 450 to 525 once again is going to cost me 6.2k. Tailoring I make about 1.5k per week from tailoring alone, so we'll have to spend 4 weeks to break even, in which case alchemy is looking way better than tailoring. And let's go for something that isn't really about gold making, but raiding, for example. If you want to have engineering, which is really good for raiding, it's also good for gold farming to get, for example, from skinning. You have an item from engineering giving you extra volatile air. Let's see how much this costs to skill up, because I skilled it up in the past and I spent about 25,000 gold going all the way from 1 to 525. First of all, we can take a look from 450 to 525. That is 1.8k on my server, and once again it gives you a full breakdown of what to craft and how many to craft, and a full shopping list. It's just super nice and super clean. Now, going all the way from 1 skill point, that is a different story. Suddenly the price moves to 9.8, still half the price of what it was when I skilled up 3 weeks ago, but definitely a cost. It's like 1 WoW token to skill up 1 profession. Either way, that's all the way from 1 skill all the way to max, and once again you will get a full shopping list, so you can just buy all these out, and then you have a full kit. So it gives you the whole roadmap, and it gives you all the items you need to buy before diving into it, basically. And then you can check your server to see if you have all the items available, because in some cases you only have, let's say, 60 true silver bars on the auction house, and then you have 60 of them really overpriced, in which case you might want to just buy out 60 now, buy the next 60 tomorrow, and then just wait, right, until you get them all for a decent price. Overall, I'm very impressed with what this website has to offer, which is why I'm also showing it to you guys and endorsing the use of the site. And it's just super simple, super easy to follow, and you don't have to input the prices on your server. It automatically grabs the prices using TSM, for example. So it grabs the prices based on, well, those metrics, or the strings, basically, doing it by itself, and then you just put in whatever skill point you are at, or what your desired amount of skill levels are, and then it will calculate everything for you. And I really like the shopping list. This is like what I'm mostly impressed by, just giving you a full shopping list, so before you go and dive into the whole skilling up professions endeavor, you can just check out the shopping list and scan your auction house and see if it has everything available, because in some cases it will not have everything available, even though coarse stones, for example, are listed for 600 of them for this cost per item. Sometimes there won't be 600 of them available for that price. So you want to check your auction house before diving into this. Same thing for mithril bars, for example, 500 of those for this average price. Sometimes they only have 100 of them available on the auction house, sometimes there's only 200 available, and then the next ones are really overpriced. It really just depends on the server that you play. The more popular your server is, the more items you usually have on the auction house, so the bigger of a supply you have, and the lower population the server is, the less of a supply you have. Either way, I'm definitely at the point now in this expansion where I am skilling up the remaining of my professions, getting them to max skill, and I'm building up my professions army to just make gold on a daily basis. Alchemy is really good, jewel crafting is even really good as well for the daily quest, and then either buying recipes or selling the gem that you can buy on a daily basis, and making about 200 gold per day doing that, and 250 gold per day from alchemy as well. So if you have 10 characters set up with alchemy, that is 2.5k every single day by logging in and pressing one button 10 times. And as shown on the website, skilling up alchemy right now is super cheap. I'm gonna link the website down below in the pinned comment so you can check it out for yourself. And that's basically the video. Once again, massive shout out to Scotty. I watched this video on this and I wanted to relay the message basically, and show you guys the website as well. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, hopefully the website is useful to you as well, hopefully it saves you some gold in your profession skill up journey. Either way, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below and let me know your gold making journey in the comments as well. How are you making gold right now? Which professions do you have? Let me know. Let me know your favorite profession for making gold right now in Cataclysm. I would love to hear that. Either way, thank you so much for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.